First of all, if you've never been to New Orleans, it's a good place to go. It's fun stuff going on. There's voodoo. In fact, I'm not superstitious, but my wife bought a voodoo doll. Well, she bought a doll. I didn't think nothing of it at the time. And later, weeks later, when we were home, she yelled from upstairs and said, "Honey, does your head hurt?" I said, "No." And then a few seconds later, she said, "How about now?" Then I remembered the doll. Anyway. I don't even remember that is. Anyways, these are some of the places I've been. Yes, I've been to the Beatles. So, I collect stones because I think that that's a lot cheaper than other stuff. So first to Oklahoma City to visit our daughter and meet my sister who's flying in from Atlanta. And then we take a road trip down to New Orleans, where we meet with my sister's kids. Brian and Andy. Then we meet with our cruise companions, Myrna and Nanette. We stayed at Airbnbs and beautiful little places there. We stayed with my sister and her husband Tony, and then we stayed with our cruise companions, Nanette and Myrna. This is one of the little tiny places we stayed at. It was adorable. It had everything you needed. You know, it had Wi-Fi. That's important. Because and New Orleans is just a great place. When you're picking a port, New Orleans is one of the best places because you can spend, I think we were there 5 days, and you can spend this kind of time, and there's just so much to see in the architect, the food. I don't know if you've heard of beignets, but to me it's funnel cakes, but it was just really nice. They say they created beignets, so that's one of their new things. To me, the muffaletta is what I like there, but they're not the same as they used to be. Everything is a little different. It changes all the time. But you put powdered sugar in anything, and it's going to be good. And then the bars are a little weird. There's different kind of bars. Some are just fun to think about. And I don't even want to talk about what this is. That's a bar too. And then, you don't drink, but you drink, and then start pushing around street performers. There's lots of street performers. They're a lot of fun. Sometimes you can't tell the difference between the gypsy and the fortune teller or the tourist. There's graveyards. You can get a tour. They have tours of the graveyards. Voodoo shops, voodoo liquor stores. Lots of voodoo. It's a religion down there. Well, probably everywhere. The shops, you can buy nice things and some things that maybe you wouldn't normally say in front of people. We went to the museum for the Mardi Gras floats, and there's a lot of different things that they use on past floats, and they may use them again. And they had the actual floats there, and they're just gigantic and outrageous. So we had a lot of fun just walking through and taking photos and stuff. Let's hear from Randy. Randy, talk. There's 3 things you should look at. Okay, the cruise ship is important. You want to get on a good ship because we went to the Bahamas one time, and because we wanted to go to the Bahamas, but we didn't pay attention to the cruise ship, and the one we got on was the smallest one in their fleet. It was on its last voyage. The windows were all yucky, so when you took pictures, you seen all the stains and stuff. Yeah, it was just. Still we had fun because we always have fun, but
The cruise ship is important.
We took the Norwegian cruise ship Breakaway, which I guess is better than being called Break Apart. It's very picturesque. When you're with Filipinos, you're going to take a lot of pictures, and we took a lot of pictures all over the place. And it was a really big ship, very clean, very pretty. The glass, no marks on the glass. It was really an exceptional place. The girls got to wear gowns and all kinds of stuff. There's many decks to walk around, so there's pictures all over the place, and then there's things to do. There's miniature golf up on one of the decks. There's bars everywhere. There's even a bowling alley. This ship had lots of water slides, lots of things for kids to do, and old guys too. And I don't think we need to talk about the ping pong tournament. I did not win. Nanette sang songs. For the veterans, they had mimosas and cake. They always do. We always had good seats. We like to be on the second floor overlooking some of the things that went on. They had lots of good entertainment. Well, this is one of the better entertainers. Didn't get very many tips though. You can relax at your cabin if you have a balcony. Like the girls had a balcony. Me and Gloria, we pretty much have the inner cheaper cabins for when we cruise. And then there's the ropes course. And the rope course, they had rock climbing and the ropes course. And the ropes course was fun, and anybody can do it. And, you know, maybe take some guts, but you got to get up there. Couldn't get her to go out at the end there, but she went down the zip line, and they have just, you know, balancing yourself. If you fall, you're still harnessed to the thing above you, so you won't fall all the way down. You'll just kind of dangle. But I mean, it's just easy to do. It didn't matter how old you were. Or stupid. Pet peeve of mine was the way people can just drape a towel over the seats out there and then go eat breakfast and come back and their seats are still there. It's supposed to be against the rules to have one reserved for more than a half hour, but they don't want to get in arguments with the people. So you just, you know. What's adorable is all the little animals. When you come back to your room, they fold back your beds, they do things in your room to make it ready for the evening, and they always have these little animals made of towels, and they even have a class. Almost every ship I've been on, they'll have a class where it shows you how to make these things. So if you have an Airbnb, it's probably nice to have one of these things set up on the person's bed. It's probably a good idea. I've seen them in a couple places we've stayed. We do stay at Airbnbs all over the place. And you have to guess what some of these things are. I'm sure that's a crab with sunglasses. I don't know what that is. There's a monkey, and in the corner is an armadillo. I think that's a turkey. On the side, it looks more like a turkey. Yeah, see, it looks like a turkey there. or some shellfish, I don't know. Definitely an elephant. But it was always nice to come back to the room and see that. Now here's a nice French cafe. And we weren't in France. This is on the boat. And it just gives you an idea of some of the restaurants you go to. And most of the restaurants are free. And they have buffets, but we prefer to go to the dine-in restaurants where your servers come to your table and talk to you and stuff. And almost every ship and I've ever been on had Filipinos, and they just make a cruise more fun. These Filipinos were dancing. It's breakfast time. My wife was tired, but as soon as they came in, the guy with the guitar, the people following him, filling up your coffee and saying yummy, yummy for your tummy, and they just sing songs, and your morning is just so much cheerful right away. The smartest thing for these places to have are having Filipinos there. And then the food. I mean, in the cruise, the food is such a big deal. See the ice sculptures?
Yung kanina, di ba?
Look at that. They carve up the fruit. But again, we don't like the buffets as much as we like to just go to and order the meals. And you're going to get full. I mean, you can order a different, if you like somebody else's dessert, you can say, well, I'll have my dessert, but I'll also have that kind of dessert, and then they'll bring that to you. You can order 2 main courses if you want, probably 3, I don't know, I've never done that. But it was just nice, and we always made sure we had a Filipino that was our waiter or waitress, so the woman could ask her where she's from or he's from, and there's one there with us at the table. We always got seated by the window, and there's just, I mean, food was amazing. There's always something different. I don't think I had the same meal twice unless I really wanted to. I don't even remember how many dining rooms are on this particular ship, but here's an example. This is a dining room. I mean, they weren't small, and this is a different one. They're just, I can't. Now, they have some dining rooms that cost. You have to pay additional money for, but most of them are free. Desserts are just every kind of dessert from every kind of country you can think of. I don't know what that is, but it looks delicious. I think they're onion rings on top. That's some sort of cheesecake with bananas, maybe? I don't know what that is. Here's one of the shows that they just show you how to make the fruit, how to carve fruit in different ways, and they always have the big screen behind you, so if you're too far away you can see it. Cakes. We're in the Caribbean, but it's patriotic anyways. Here's a buffet again. They had different things like go to the Asian buffet or go to the other Midwest buffet or whatever. I don't know what this is, but it's very chocolatey and it was probably really good. Now, I don't think we went to any restaurants where you have to pay. So all these restaurants came with the cruise. Then there's the excursions. Let's talk about the excursions. The Mayan temples.
Gloria. Hello.
You go to the ruins and just like you're stepping back in history. And here's what our cruise was, okay? On Thursday, we left the port of New Orleans at 4 p.m. Friday, we were at sea the whole day. Saturday, we were at Cozumel, Mexico. Sunday, we were at Harvest Cay, Belize. Monday, we're at Belize City, Belize. Tuesday, we're at sea all day. And then Wednesday, we're at Georgetown, Cayman Islands. And then Thursday, we're at, I can't say it, Rio, Jamaica. And then Friday and Saturday, we're at sea. And then Sunday, we were back in the port. So, I mean, that was our trip. It's a 13-day trip. And it was just wonderful. But being on the ship, some people don't even have to leave the ship. There's just so much to do. And when they have the excursions, there's just that much more you can do without people being there. It's pretty cool. and sometimes they take your picture for you.
Randy is paddling.
Oh my God!
No, just call me Randy. I told you.
Randy!
Keep calling me
Just said,
God.
oh my gosh!
I know.
You're not,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
you're right.
That's not what you said before.
Hi, Randy.
That's right. This is not Randy. This is all the people out there to watch this. All.
We did these excursions every chance we could. It's a zip line, but for me that was not too
That's
too
good with
groovy.
little girly.
Belize was pretty. I mean, the colors everywhere. There's another zip line. So everything is picturesque. You step off the ship into a beautiful place every time the cruise ship landed. Sailor, hey man, get away from them girls. They're my girls. And that's us leaving the ship. It was a long walk to get to the beach or wherever you were going to. Loved the places we went to. Now the excursions usually came with a meal, but if you just left the boat and went out there to the beach or something, then you usually paid for your lunch. A lot of ships came, same places we went, so there's a lot of people in town around the turtles. You can see the drinks, $10.50 for a margarita. Yeah, but she won't go in the water. I had to take this for my brother because the last time I tried this was in the ocean and there was waves and I was not very successful. Yeah, get out of there, Navy boy. Turtles. We went to a place where there was lots of turtles. Could ride on a turtle, although he went really slow. But to hold these little ones up, they sterilize your hands first and everything. I think we actually paid to hold the turtles. And in this place there was like gigantic turtles. And there was the birds. The birds would fly up to your hand as long as you had food in your
I'll
hand.
catch the ones he picks off.
I'm gonna do it one more time, I think. Okay, I gotta put it down.
In front of our ship. They were a big ship. The Breakaway. Watch the birds fly.
2 hands. Oh, that's nice. Where's that?
Then in Jamaica, I went on an excursion without the girls. They didn't want to do this, but it was an ATV and I thought it would be fun, but it was just really slow and crazy. But at the end we went to a cliff and I got to do, you know, what I like to do, which is dive. Shocked everybody there. And then we went back to New Orleans at the end and we went into Pat O'Brien's, a famous place, and had our hurricane and a sandwich. And that was a good way to end the cruise. We were there for a day or two and then we headed back.